Hey guys, and welcome to a new season of Become a God. We've recently had a season reset and we're back to the beginning, wherever your rank may be. I started at rank 10 on Tuesday, I believe, and now I'm rank 5. So I've been able to climb up pretty consistently with this deck. I created a new version of Blue Jump, taking into consideration one of the old ideas I had in including Dream Reaver as a win condition. Now you might notice there are no Colossus. I just don't think Colossus is a good card at the moment. You can't reliably collect off your opponent's well. Unlike the other Colossus from Yellow, where you can just play events and get the cost reduction, there's no guarantee that you'll be able to control your opponent's well, so I've decided to go for the Dream Reaver finish instead. Now this isn't as fast as some of the older blue jumps you might be used to. This is a bit slower. You kind of grind it out, get a resource advantage over your opponent using Forbidden Library, and then you eventually just overwhelm your opponent with the Dream Reaver, able to finish him off, that Ninja Toad. But yeah, I went to 10 to 5 with this deck. Only took a few losses, not many. It was a pretty clean run for me. So I want to show you guys this deck, and we can see how it performs, and maybe you guys will like it. Let's get into some matches. Alright guys, first match. You might notice the cost of the Shadow Silk Faeria has been increased. There was a small balance patch just to kind of check some of the problematic cards. Shadow Silk Faeria was one of them. Shadow Silk Faeria is very, very good. I wasn't actually gearing towards wanting a nerf to Shadow Silk, to be honest. I was quite happy with how it was because I was enjoying the card myself, but I can definitely understand that. There are a couple of other cards that have been changed as well. Spirit Theft has had a land cost increase. I can't think of the others off the top of my head, but I'll be sure to check them out very soon. Oh, wow, okay. So we are in the money, guys. We are in the money. Let's play the Aurora. Oh no. Countered. Red Rush. I haven't played against Red Rush in ages. I think it was before the fall of Everlife that I played Red Rush last, but the Aurora, just a perfect counter to the Queen's Guard there. And I like to build lands like this on my own wells and then slowly push up one side, because I need 7 lakes for the Dream Reaver. So I'm not too bothered if I have to control my own wells for a little while, and then I can happily push lakes later on when I feel like I have board control. But we are going to take the land here. It just stops the Axe Grinder land of the future. Now I'm curious of what to take next, because a Queen's Guard could definitely come down, could be a problem. If a Queen's Guard does come down, I guess a Triton Warrior would be the best, because it's going to become a 5/5 anyway. And then we can pass, and then we can get Library down, hopefully next turn. Very much depends if I can answer my opponent's next threat. Safely set up that Library. I don't really have a good position for Library at the moment, unfortunately, so I might wait until the following turn. Because on the following turn, I could go like Lake here, and then collect, and then I could go Lake here, and then that could be where I put my Library. But we do have a Blightblade Knight. I actually played this quite a lot at the start of Everlife. I was pretty convinced this is a strong card, but it hasn't really seen much play at all, really. So maybe not as strong as I thought. So let's take care of that guy. And then let's go for Battletoads. Let's just... You know what? I might just stick the Library down now. And just stick it here. I could actually stick it in front of my orb. That's not too bad. Let's do that, actually. Let's stick it in front of my orb. Getting these libraries going as quickly as possible is such a treat for this deck. And it's another reason it's more controlling, which you'll come to notice, is because I'm running Piranhas. And Piranhas... Man, Piranhas have been really good for me. I was very surprised with how exceptional the Piranha card has been. Something for a Frogify on that draw. Fortunately, did not find one. But I think I will just go for like Shadow Silk into Warrior here. And then I'll jump this frog here. We're protecting the library, that's the plan. I don't want to set up another library, a little dangerous, especially now I've seen a Grimguard. If this was like a non-combat variant, I probably wouldn't mind gearing towards another library, but I do need to take into consideration that, you know, my opponent is playing red, damage from hand, with Cypher's Wrath, Flame Burst, all those lovely cards I like removing my guys. You know, man, I think deep down at heart, I am a blue player. I've come to accept this. Blue is always the color that I lean towards. When I don't really know what I want to play, I'm just like, oh, I could just play blue jump. Let's just play blue jump again. I'm a big fan of blue. I'm hoping to get some removal options in the future, just like mono removal options. Like Frogify is fantastic, but it's not proper removal. It's kind of in between. But yeah, let's see what happens here. Maybe just like another Grimguard to make things awkward. Now I do have 3 Emperor's Command in this deck, so I have a lot of healing. I was considering Radiance, and I am still considering it to this day. I just haven't found a reason to put it in yet. I think that's the main thing. Like, I think Radiance would be fantastic. Just give me another threat to finish the game with, get some burst healing, lots of different perks of running Radiance, but like I said, I haven't really found a reason to just yet. Alright, so we're going to clear this. I wish I could set up a Piranha. I can give up the collect... Yeah, actually I can set up a Piranha. That's fine. Set up Piranha. Piranha! This card has been amazing. Honestly. The amount of times I've had my opponents run away from this card is incredible. I'm a big fan of Piranha. And then we have got some healing as well. Feels good. We can take a collection here. We could even opt to go a bit aggressive. Maybe like jump up Lake into Triton Trainer. That could help. Let's do it. You know, I need to push eventually. I do have some healing now as well in the Empress Command. You can also use the Dream Reaver to heal yourself as well. Don't be afraid to heal yourself with Dream Reaver and just use it as a 7/10 as an attacker or defender. It's only one of, but you have so much there's so much card draw with the libraries. I think one's just fine. But Radiant's definitely a temptation for me. That's for Cypher's Wrath. Okay. I'm covering this mountain, which is always good. Grimguard, now I might Frogify this because I don't want to take any more burn damage. So I feel like the play is probably something like Frogify Empress Command. Because I can double collect here. So we're definitely going to Frogify this. Right. Because I can't take any more damage, realistically. Go for a heal. I think I'll collect this side over here. And then jump here. Maybe we take a draw. Yeah, I think we take a draw. Try and draw another Emperor's Command, or even just draw into our Dream Reaver as another way to heal. And this fish, like I could have actually double collected this way, but my thought is like, let's keep the fish where it can kill something. Like fish can one-shot things. So I'm pretty happy that fish is in a good position to challenge anything that comes down. Really, my opponent can't really escape this. Like, I don't know, like, could go here. Like, just, yeah, it could go here, I suppose. Like, land, build a guy here, but this Piranha has a lot of reach, and like I said, it just kills anything it touches. My opponent may need the Flame Burst this first. Flame Burst it first, and then start to get something going after. But the problem is, I am starting to chip away with the Triton Warrior. Goes for a draw. Okay. Is that a Blight Blade? Maybe just... I don't know, I'm assuming it's a Blight Blade because it's on the neutral tile. Unless it's like a Mace Man, maybe a Mace Man. Okay. I don't know. I'm a little cautious of Flame Burst here. To be honest, I don't think I can really play around it. I'd like to draw, if I'm honest, to get more Empress commands and just Empress command again. I can always Dream Reaver myself, and I guess that sets up lethal. So maybe that's all I need right now. It's just a Dream Reaver myself. And then we'll just go for the hit there. Always cautious against red. Sometimes it's just sad. You can't really stop it. Like +1 double flame burst Cypher's Wrath is just lethal. It's very specific. Okay, so there's no lethal from that. I should just close out this game, really. The Piranha gives me a lot of ways to stop. Goes for flame burst on. That's absolutely fine. I'll take that. And now we just need a Ninja Toad to finish things off. So we will heal. We'll heal first. Take a draw. Just heal again. Take the 7. And then just a scoop. So we were looking for the Ninja Toad, but the double Empress command put us at a point that we couldn't lose. But that's just a small taster of what this deck is capable of. Let's get into the next match. Alright, game number 2, looking good, playing second with the Water Elemental. The dream of every jumper, throw Fugoro away, get Fugoro back. What is life? Who knows? Right. Axe Grinder. Alright. Hello to you as well. We can deal with Axe Grinders, we're pretty good at dealing with Axe Grinders. Especially if we have a good old friendly Water Elemental. So we can jump across, start causing trouble. Red is tough, I'm gonna say. I haven't played against a lot of red. Like the red control. But it's a difficult one, I must admit. It is a tough one. I'm gonna go for the trainer because we want to threaten the Axe Grinder. And I'm not expecting this to live. There is an abundance of removal in red at the moment. And it looks like it is gearing towards potential Havocs. That's fine. So sometimes we do have to be the aggressor, unfortunately. But that's just the way it is. Let's pass here. Let's see if my opponent's willing to spend some resources on this Triton Trainer. I don't want to play into Firestorm here. We're going to play a little slow. See, the mountains are starting to creep down this side. Let's take the trade. I got the double collection off. Pretty happy with that. Goes for another Axe Grinder. In a safer position. It's absolutely fine. I'm going to build a lake there, and the main reason is I want to be able to stop potential bomb slingers coming around this region. So at least now I know this land will always be safe from bomb slinger. I'm pretty content with that. Garadan coming down. Having an absolute party. Oh, I could have played the free there. Silly me, I completely forgot about the buff I gained. Okay. This is not looking good at the moment, I will admit. See what Fagoro brings us. Ninja Toad. Huh. That's actually pretty good. I'm happy with that. We picked up a Ninja Toad. Gonna get a library down. Library very important in making sure we can match our opponent's economy. As a jump deck as well, we also get the benefit of mobility, like just natural mobility and able to jump, you know, back and forth and double collect and stuff. So that's pretty good. Does kill the library. I respect that. Well, my opponent respects my library. That's pretty good. Good line. Collect enough. I'm probably going to have to build a lake here so I can collect off this well. I'm going to jump here. I might Ninja Toad one of these. I haven't decided yet. Oh, hello. Now, this is going to be a little bit of a problem for Havoc because it's just out of reach of it, which is always very nice. So let's just clean up the board. We don't regain initiative by clearing both of these. That's the only problem. Because I can like run these two into this and then Ninja Toad and kill this, but like I said, no regain of initiative. It might actually be worth playing just killing the Garadan in this situation because we get the double collect, and then we go for the Triton Warrior in this position. And then next turn, I can even like double neutral this side or late here, jump and collect, and then double collect with the Ninja Toad and clear. And I'm still left with a creature on board. I do need to talk about initiative, I think, in a video. Initiative's quite complex, I think, because it's very circumstantial. It's very based on the board state. I've been thinking of a way to sum up initiative in a sentence, and the current one I have is the first player who can make a proactive play. First player who can make a proactive play on board. Because what I mean by proactive is someone who can actually do something that will affect the board state rather than react to the board state. The reactive player is generally the player without initiative. But yeah, that's stuff to think about. I really want a Frogify here. Like, big time. Really, really want that Frogify. Let's take a draw. I didn't find it. So I can Ninja Toad here and clear. I'll double collect, leaving me on 2 Faeria. I could then Empress Command this and then finish it off. My opponent collects, can't Ground Shaker, which is okay, I guess. But I don't get to set up a library. I would really like to set up a library this turn. Because killing this with Ninja Toad is pointless unless... Actually, it's not too bad. I could actually just Ninja Toad this library and wait. Let's go for the board clear option. Oh, well, the well... It's not really a board clear option. It's more of a well clear. So forcing my opponent to have like a Cypher's Wrath or something, very possible. But then I could go like +1 Fairy with his library next turn. That's what I'm going to gear towards, I think. You might just throw the hammer at the frog. Actually not that bad. +1 Flame Burst, okay. So sticking the Fairy here, it's out of reach of the Baldarian, but it also can move on this mountain and this mountain. So I'm increasing the amount of targets available for the Shadow Silk to move on. this is the better option because I gain... oh, gonna throw the hammer at the library. I really respect this opponent, my opponent's play right now. Very smart. Just respecting that. Library is probably the card that's gonna snowball me out of control in this match. This is a really annoying card for me to deal with. I can move here, dig a little deeper. I actually might just move this back +1 and pass. I could fish. Fish is not too bad. But I'm gearing up towards the Dream Reaver now. I think Dream Reaver's what I'm looking for. Horsemaster. Times. Wasn't expecting a Horsemaster. So much because this is a slower deck. I guess this is just Ground Shaker. Yeah. Unfortunate there. So I am starting to lose my grip on this match. Especially now I know there's Horsemaster in the deck. I think I just have to cross my fingers here and hope I can maybe just get rid of the Brigand. Hope there's not a Gift of Steel. It's a Gift of Steel. I was hoping that wouldn't be the case. Move this into double collection. Do it. Nope. Cypher Blood Tyrant. Alright, now I'm really starting to slip away here. My opponent, realize I'm gearing towards something, maybe a Dream Reaver. Making it very difficult for me to come back. So I've built a lot of lakes now. Defensively, it's not working out for me. Like I said, the red matchup's generally quite difficult. Mountain into Herald of War. Alright, I have sustain, so I'm gonna just get the fish online here. I'm gonna pass. And then I'm gonna gear up to Dream Reaver myself next turn. And just put that 7/10 down, hoping he'll be able to fend off my opponent. Gift of Steel. Flame Burst. Oh, doesn't look like I really have much time when it comes to that. Go for this. This is a problem. Another Gift of Steel. It's probably just going to be game over, but I think I lost a long time ago. I'm just trying to see if I can do anything, make any form of comeback. But my opponent's just played so well, and there's a Crystal Flower. So yeah, let's just wrap this up. Well played to my opponent. Very smart. Dodging all of my tricks and my options. Very aware of what my deck could be capable of. So well played to you. Let's get into another match. Into our next game. Let's try and get another win. We're 1-1 currently. Not too bad. Water Elemental. Always the dream of the jumpers when it comes to being on the Explore. Gonna be a desert start. That's fine. We can get things going nice and early. And there we have it. So we can set up collection. Our opponent could gear towards, you know, the Wind Soldier land in the future. But we get to collect first. Always a treat. Yeah, let's get some Battletoads going. Now against yellow, don't be afraid to flood. You know, yellow doesn't have any AoE like red. You can just pull a lot of guys down, make it awkward, make them spend a lot of resources and removal. Absolutely fine there. Gonna soul drain one of these, I guess. Maybe both of them. Not too keen on this land placement here, just giving me a way to collect more Faeria. Not sure if that was my opponent's intention. We're going to set up the Shadow Silk Fairy now as another double collector in case this dies. We also get a library next turn. Library next turn is going to be very good. That's for sure. Goes for a desert. Wind Soldier. No Wind Soldier. Okay. Wow, gonna let me... Just let me get away with murder here. This is just gonna get frogified. So yeah, we'll jump in this spot. Move here. Go for Battletoads. Get this library down. Go for the Frogify to the other side. So we have complete board control here. I have 5 creatures on board. They may not be that big, but they're going to collect a lot of Faeria for me. As you can see, my opponent just throwing in the towel there. Not only did I get the Shadow Silk proc, but just completely overwhelmed with all those creatures. And that's just something you can do against yellow. He didn't have a play, to be fair, so it was difficult for him to make a comeback. But yeah, it happens. Let's get into another game. Alright guys, we have an epic battle ahead of us. Rank 1 Teddy. Oh dear. The master of blue jump himself. The lake as well. I am suspicious. What could Teddy be playing that is blue at rank 1? I'm probably gonna say it's Disciple. I was gonna say Ring of Fish, but looks like it's some form of event deck. Maybe just an event combo deck. I don't know. I've seen a Disciple, I've seen an Outland Rage, and I've seen 2 Lakes. It's very hard for me to determine what exactly Teddy is going for. Now, I'm looking to kill the Disciple, potentially. It's going to be yellow, so it's a blue-yellow events deck. You know, I've seen something like this in the past where you just kind of buff up a Disciple, leave in the back lines, and go for like a training Flashwing combo to finish off your opponent in 1 hit. It's kind of like it is a 1-turn kill deck. It's very control orientated. Alright, that ruins my plan. Maybe plans are meant to be ruined. Get more frogs down. Gonna need them to kill this now. If it gets 1 more power up, we're gonna be in trouble. I want to Empress command this if I can. Shifting Tide. Goes to the desert. Into another campfire. Okay. Campfire is gonna push it. Okay, I respect that. You know, just working around the frog coming over here. Ninja Toad, hello. Nice to see you. Ninja Toad's pretty good here because Ninja Toad's going to allow us to kill this, the problem child. Get rid of this guy. And start moving these frogs up to take care of this Outland Ranger. There's a lot of Outland Rangers on the field. I don't think I've seen this many Outland Rangers in a while. The entire squad of Rangers have come. Soul Drain, okay. So just trying to stop the frogs from causing too much trouble. Gonna set this up as a double collector. That's fair enough. And get a campfire as well to protect it against this frog. So you can see that Teddy's working around my creature's base power. I do want to start gearing towards this side. If I put this here, I do open myself up to a flash wind, so I'm just going to move this here instead and get the library down. Let's see if we can get some card draw from here. And as you noticed before in the previous match against Red, answering my libraries did cause trouble for me, and I think that's one thing my opponents haven't done during my climb. They haven't really respected the library that much, and they've let me get away with it and kind of snowball out of control from there. Gogoro can come down next turn at least. Gonna be a Colossus. Early Colossus with a Flight on the Mantas. Okay. So we do get to clear this, which is good. So we can use the Ninja Toad for that. There you go. Go for the Frogify on you. Yep, off you go. Ah, this is in a sad position. We'll get an urn out. Let's get the urn. Yeah, I'm gonna Empress Command this preemptively. Then we can leave the frog here actually. So we are Empress Commanding this because we want to protect our library. The library is doing a good job right now, that's for sure. +1 into another Colossus. That's absolutely fine. Into another Flight of the Manta. So we're in a very similar position we were in last time. So we have the other Frogify. So we can Frogify this. I think we lake here actually. I'd like to get another Faeria. I'd like to be able to play Frogify and something else. Maybe a Shadow Silk Fairy, maybe a Piranha. Probably, maybe even a Triton Trainer. So yeah, let's jump. Let's Frogify. Let's go for the Shadow Silk Fairy, and this is more for the reason that I want something quite durable in the way of the Forbidden Library. So I'm not actually playing this to proc anything so much. It's more so to protect my library. The Faeria gain from the library is a bit more important than drawing 2 events at this point. Shift and Tide. Gonna move that out of the way. As you can see, like Teddy really prioritizing the library clear, respects it, knows that it is a card that will snowball out of control for me. Alright, so now we take a draw. Yeah, we need to take a draw here. Okay. Okay, we're just trying to get some value. Just try and control the board without using too many resources. Get the Piranha online as well. Just so the Teddy has to respect it. Has to deal with it. Just putting as many problems down for my opponent as possible. Might just use the Outland Ranger to finish this off. But we'll need to create land. For me, meaning that my opponent can't draw a card. Goes to the Battletoads. Alright. Would really like an Aurora here, so I will take a draw. Don't find one, unfortunately. I guess we can clear this. Try to warrior down as a 5/5. So then we're playing into Aurora ourselves, which is unfortunate, but I'd rather just see if Teddy has it and have a good durable 5/5 down. Battletoads, so just continue into Flood. Create as many problems as possible. Nice, I have Empress Command on this now, so I can Empress Command this and collect, and then I could even set up some problems of my own. Let's take a draw. Battletoads, wonderful. That's exactly what I want to see. Collect, draw, into Battletoads. Something about Battletoad here so I can challenge the Outland Ranger. Just make sure Teddy has to figure out what to do with this. I can double neutral across and kill this collector. Should be a huge benefit. Teddy's definitely ahead here as far as resources are concerned. 10 Faeria. Has creatures on board as well. Luckily for me, I have a 5/3. It's a little awkward for Teddy right now. Will demand additional resources. Oh, Spell Wheel. The extra gas. The Blue Jump Classic. I was actually considering adding Spell Wheel since I can tutor them off the Shadow Silt, but I didn't find room for them in the end. There's a few like different experiments you could do with this deck. Like I said, the Radiance is also like Spell Wheel. Spell Wheel could be something to look at as well. Outland Ranger? No, another Disciple. Empress Command? Oh, Spirit Theft. That's a problem. I was just going to clear the frog anyway. Okay. I think this is more to play around Frogify than anything. Alright, we're just going to go for the warrior here. Try and get something that will live if I do play Frogify. Oh no, the Spell Whales. They are problematic. Can find some really good stuff. Shifting Tide, Sunken Tower, those two. Definitely a problem. Battletoads. Making my Frogify a little worse, unfortunately. Still have Aurora and Dream Reaver left in the deck. Flight the Mantis just picked up. I'm wondering if this deck runs Frogify, because it's currently at 3 lakes. We'd need one more lake to go up to Frogify. And the reason I'm so curious about that is Dream Reaver might just stick around if there is no Frogify. Aurora. Oh no. Blocking my path to the Disciple. Library is now starting to become more of a hindrance than anything. Although I might just need it to win the game. We know there's creation in the deck, so that Aurora is definitely a threat. This is actually really annoying because they kill my Piranha. These two will kill my Piranha. Currently my Piranha is one of my only ways I'm answering this. Let's go for the Water Elemental instead, I feel. Yeah, let's go. Let's take the Water Elemental. Because the Water Elemental soaks these two up as well. You know, the same thing happens. But I don't lose a Piranha. And like I said, Piranha could be the card I need. I really need that Dream Reaver. I want to get the Dream Reaver out. This is why I played the library. I need the resources to get the Dream Reaver going. This is very important at this point. I pray there isn't a Frogify or a Nightmare. Takes my warrior. Gearing up to finish me off at this point. Another flight of the Manta. Come on, Dream Reaver. Where are you? Both getting very low on cards here. Give me the Dream Reaver. I need it. I haven't got time. I have very little time left with this library ticking away. Teddy's still drawing cards, looking for maybe a potential lethal with the Disciple. It's possible. Another Disciple. Okay. Okay. How am I doing this? I have Dream Reaver, but Kaleem's training is a threat. Kaleem's training just spells GG right now. I think Teddy knows this. Teddy knows that he can just rely on the library to kill me at this point. But maybe I'm in a position. I'm just in a position now where I have to just hope it doesn't exist. So let's do it. Let's hope it doesn't exist. Could even just be a Nightmare at this point. It's a little it is a little ambitious, I will say. A Flash Wind or Shifting Tide combo could just lead to a lethal anyway. Soul Drain. To kill the Dream Reaver into a Colossus. I think that's all she wrote, guys. Yeah. Well played to Teddy. Outlasting me there with this event control deck. It looks really cool, actually. So we have seen stuff like that in the past. But losing a rank 1, I'm fine with that. That just happens, right? Let's get into another match. Alright, guys. Another game ahead of us. Let's keep the Triton Warrior. We have another Triton Warrior. And some Battletoads to boot as well. So we have a lot of creatures. Well, let us keep on board. We just need some tricks to go along with them. Oh, and the Explorer as well. No Water Elemental. No Dream Start. It happens, unfortunately. We can't have everything we want in life. For us, it's Water Elemental at this point, but not around. We could find it next turn. That's not too bad. Go explore Lake into Triton here. And then challenge anything that comes down in this position. It's an Oaklin. Alright, so we're one of the decks that can handle Oaklin quite well because we have access to Frogify. Just cheesing us, guys. What an absolute tease. I can summon the warrior here because the water elemental can collect off this well, and then the warrior can potentially kill anything that comes down here with a double neutral. That's the dream. Let's see if our opponent will commit anything to the right side of the board at this point. It's a lake. Not what I was expecting. Library, very good find for us. Then we can pass on Faeria. Looking good. We're collecting our opponent right now. We have 2 creatures on board as well. We can get a library going. Hopefully it's not an Emperor's Command. Find those Frogifies ready for the Oaklin targets that can come down in the future. As long as it's not a spider, we should be okay. Now, one thing I am curious about is how is Oaklin going off? Is it failed experiment? Or will my opponent build up to 5 lands for the Feed the Forest? It's a Voice of Hunger. Okay. That's one extra big threat I didn't consider. And it's a spider, of course. Of course it's a spider. What else would it be? Of course it's a spider. It's always a spider. All the creatures. Alright. Pre-hit the spider to set up clear with the frog. Hopefully there's not an Elderwood Embrace. If it's an Elderwood Embrace, I'll be a little sad. But we do have a library going. So if there's an Elderwood Embrace and an Emperor's Command, that will be the saddest times. But I'm not banking on both of them being available at this point. Hopefully the library will stick around and we can start snowballing that economy of ours. Lots of card draw, lots of Faeria. That's what we want to see. It's another spider. Spiders for days. Oh wow, just I'm gonna throw the spider over there. Okay. Alright. That's fine. I'm happy to build one more lake for my Dream Reaver. Collect. Let's get these guys down. Yeah, we're happy to flood at this point. The Voice of Hunger, you know, it's out of the way at the moment. It's not a threat. We could see a Sagami Grove Caller, potentially. Teleport it over and kill my 4/4, but right now it doesn't really concern me, and in this current position, you know, I'm getting to draw more cards and find that Frogify ready for it. Okay. Cheeky Willow. Enchant. It's a big boy Willow. Another library. Okay. What does Fagoro have in store for us? Okay, Ninja Toe, that's pretty good. We can do this now. Two libraries seems okay. I don't want to go all out yet. I don't want to drop my 3rd library. 3 libraries is like the danger zone. It's not. I'm not that dangerous. I'm not that daring, guys. I'm pretty chill, you know. And 3 libraries is too much even for me. 2 libraries I can get on board with. If I had Emperor's Commands in hand, I might consider it. Big boy Apex Predator. Ooh. Okay. Give me a Frogify. That's what I want to see. Okay. So we have the Frogify. That's really good. What else can we get going? Take another draw. A piranha. Okay, so we'll frogify this. It's gone. Okay, we're gonna give up a collection at this point. It's kind of sad, but it's fine. It's setting up the piranha to finish off the apex. Now, what I find with piranha's giving me another way to answer big threats. Now, mono blue, or just blue in general, has always relied on frogify. Sometimes mirror phantasm, sometimes, but mainly frogify. That's been the key card in dealing with big boys. But now I have the piranha. Piranha can do that job for me as well. Enchant. Yes. Shifting Tide. Ah, I gotta preemptively kill the piranha. I like it. I admire the bravery. But I drew my other frogify. So I am in a very good position. I wish I could kill this. I guess I can. And I guess I will. I suppose we can use the Ninja Sword here. It's a way to finish this off. Just get a heal down now. I'm not entirely sure if my opponent will have a way to push a lot of damage, but Faeria starving in this situation is pretty amazing because we're close to our Dream Reaver. Hopefully we can get it down next turn. Like if we draw Dream Reaver, we can go Lake Dream Reaver, knock him down, hit him for 5 and set up lethal for the following turn. And on free Faeria, my opponent won't have a lot going on, that's for sure. Living Willow, so just relying on the taunt, get some time. As Emperor's Command is found, we will just take care of this. Set up the Water Elemental. Go for the heal. Might even set up a Piranha, why not? Worst case scenario is one of these dies and the Piranha can finish off. Say another Willow came down, I can just run the Frog in, finish off the Piranha, push 5. Creature comes down this side, I still have the Water Elemental to challenge. I was going to turn on my Piranha anyway. It's cool. Come on, Dream Reaver, where are you? Okay, that's not so bad. Put this here. This gives us a lot of reach. It gives us access to a lot of different creatures. We're racing ourselves here. The libraries are going to kill us. Cheeky Willow. No, Cheeky Wood Elemental, actually. And that's going to be game. Feels good, guys. Punch the Elemental, jump across, drop the Dream Reaver. Yep, and we get lethal. Ooh, that was a close one. That was a really close. Those libraries. A double-edged sword for sure. But we managed to do it. It was just drawing that Dream Reaver. That was what we were waiting for. We did find it. So we're going to go for one more match before we wrap up this episode. Let's get to it. Alright guys, final game. Let's throw away our friend the Dream Reaver. Decided to keep 2 water elementals just to accelerate our lakes. Maybe get an early library down. Always a great benefit if we can get that going. So yeah, let's see what our opponent has in store for us. No explore feels bad, but you know, water elementals are pretty good in this deck. If you can get an early library down, you're in a good spot. Explore air elemental? Outland Ranger, alright. So we will take the water elemental. This now threatens the Outland Ranger. Another Outland Ranger? Double campfire perhaps? No campfires, okay. So we can miss a collection to clear 1 Outland Ranger, I guess. That's okay. I don't know actually. Do I want to miss that collection? Probably not. You know, I'm just going to move here and then... double campfire is so sad. Yeah, I'm going to move here instead. Go for Battletoads. It's an awkward one. Double Outland Ranger in that situation is kind of sad for me because I don't have Emperor's Command. Oh, he's moving up. Fanatic. Take the campfires. I'm just taking the 1 campfire. Okay. Nice. Get that library early. That's always great. Now double neutral can come down here with a wind soldier to clear my library, so I will go down here instead. Alright, we're in a good position now. Double Battletoads down. Annoying to deal with. We might see a wind soldier, maybe a soul drain or 2, but that library is active, so as long as there's not an Emperor's Command, I'm pretty happy. We might see mobility into campfire. There is still a campfire in hand, but I can always just finish that. Yeah, I can always just finish it off. It's fine. I'm just gonna campfire it. Oh, what a draw. Oh, another good draw as well. Feels good, guys. I might actually just use the Ninja Toad in this situation. Yeah, we're gonna go for the Ninja Toad. It's too clean to pass up. So we are threatening quad collection with a library next turn. That's pretty good. I think Lastmus needs to find some removal options pretty soon. Wind Soldier's not bad here. Soul Drain's also pretty good. I can double neutral up this way. Start double collecting off the right side with the frog. Oh, Manta Rider. Hope we like Frogify, mate. We'll get a trainer down to set up a good bulky Triton warrior next turn. Spirit Theft. Enjoy your water elemental. Into a Colossus. Okay. My defenses are now exposed. That's what I want to see. initiate this race. Alright, this is it. This is the turn. Lasma 7 attack. 4 Faeria to work with. A 7-6 and a 7-10 and a 6-6 at the orb. Can spell lethal. Gonna flash wind into a well play. But well played there to Lasmus. Nice. I do respect the Windstorm Colossus going in. Just trying to find an out there. I had so much board control. It's a very difficult position to be in. But the Dream Reaver and the Frogs take it. I love this deck, guys. It's a lot of fun. And I hope you guys enjoy it as well. So that wraps up this episode of Become a God. Kicking off the season in style. My favorite archetype, the Blue Jumpers. Taking a different approach to it, making a slower variant. We saw in a couple of other seasons players using the Frogs as a way to enable control strategies. While this is not completely control, it's kind of mid-rangey. It's hard to say where this deck lies. It's greedy with the lands, but it's more to set up the finisher and the Forbidden Library. I didn't get to show the full potential of the Piranha in this episode. You got to see it in the central position. I've done that before, where I've moved the Piranha into the center of the map, and it has complete coverage with its Death Touch ability. I really like that about the Piranha. So I'm a big fan of Flying Piranha in this build. Definitely give it a go. It's a very strong card if you can set it up. And another thing I like to do as well, if I've just collected on a well at the start of the game, so I've made 3 lands diagonally, I'll set up a land behind my creature and then put a Piranha behind it. So if my opponent does remove it, the Piranha comes online. So that's something you can do if you're looking to get that Death Touch going as soon as possible. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, drop a subscribe to keep up to date of when our content goes live. Check out the last season of Become a God. There's a few cool decks there you can check out. Some spicy stuff from Modnick, also some of my own brews and some other decks that have been performing pretty well on the ladder. So until next time, guys, take care and enjoy my mono blue jump.